Hello, family. It's our my video talk of the week or month or whatever. It's great to see it's great for you to listen in. I'm always impressed with how many people watch my videos because I think they're ridiculous sometimes. But I'm glad that there are people out there who love them and listen to them. I'm always amazed at the number of people who I listened to your video this week, and I'm like, really? That's awesome. Like, I'm so glad. And so we have been looking at the mission and purpose of the church, but I kind of want to take a not a break from that, but kind of focus in on one particular ministry of the church that we all know, I believe, in the 6 years I've been here, is very, very important to me, and that is youth ministry. That is, Sunday night youth group, junior youth group. Those two things are very important to me because those are the future of the church, and we want to impact them and create a space for them where they feel welcomed into the church. And I think there are some misconceptions about what youth group looks like at St. Patrick's. And so I wanted to make it clear that it is, because just this week I had a question from a parishioner who said, because we're in transition right now a bit, like our old youth ministry leader has left and we're looking for a new one. And so some people look at that as an opportunity to change the way we do things or whatever. And so they asked me if the new youth minister was going to be more catechetical, and I said no. And he was kind of shocked about that. I said, because I think it's catechetical enough. And really, in my vision of youth group is more evangelical than it is catechetical. Now, does that mean we do less catechetics? No. It just means there's a different spin on things so that it creates a space where and especially this generation, where teens feel comfortable bringing friends, because that's the only way to get them to youth group, to be honest, right? They're not going to come alone if they don't know that there's friends that are going to be there. And so we want to create a space that's open to inviting friends. In fact, I'm going to read the mission statement that we came up with when I first got here. It says, our youth ministry is to help teens build relationships with God and each other, become more involved in the community, and foster a sense of kinship, and help lead others to Christ. So again, at the center of that mission statement is relationship, right? We want to create a space where others feel comfortable about coming. Does that mean we're doing less catechesis? Nope. We usually do a saint of the night or a Catholic tradition of the night at every meeting, no matter what we're doing. We have 4 what I think are great pillars of youth group. They are spiritual, service, skill, and social. So spiritual nights are very catechetical. We pick a topic. Last Sunday was Catholic or the Catholic Church and science. So we talked about some influential scientists who are super Catholic, and we kind of spent the night conversing about that, right? We do service nights where this next one coming up is a service night. We're making rope rosaries for the rosary makers to give out in the community. So we're doing that this week. That's a service night. We have skill nights. These are one of my favorites, but they're the hardest to pull together, where we teach a skill and like how to interview, right? Or how to apply for a job, or how to write, etiquette for eating. We bake in the kitchen, right? The last time we did cheesecake and banana bread or banana cupcakes or something like that. So that's a skill night. And then finally, social nights, which is like open gym, playing basketball, doing crafts and art, just kind of chill, hang out and chill, and just kind of chat and build relationships. So those are our 4 nights, but all those 4 nights are wrapped in, there's always prayer, there's always a, Catholic tradition or saint of the night, right? And then there's always relationship building time, whether it's when we're eating the meal or whatever activity we're doing, whatever pillar or night it is that night. We're always trying to create a space for them to do that. That's why we have a dedicated youth group room, which I, kind of assigned when I got here. Now, it's still used by other ministries to meet in. Cancer Companions meets in there. Stephen's ministry meets in there. So there's still other things that happen in that room, but it is clearly a designated youth group room. It's got, a Wii and a big flat screen TV. It's got couches and tables, and it's got another, TV for watching YouTube and whatever. And so it's definitely a youth group space because, my vision for youth group is something that goes beyond just Sunday night. Like, I'd love to see our youth group expand into multiple different things. Like, I'd love a teen guys night and a teen girls night where, all the guys come together and we talk about guy issues, or all the girls come together, we talk about girl issues, right? And we have leaders that lead both those things. I'd love to make the youth group room like a study hall, like, set a time during the week where you can come there, connect to the Wi-Fi and do your homework and, get, a different space other than your house, or the library to get work done. I'd love to do that. Like, I'd love to, let's go out into the community. Let's have tailgate nights at football games and, sporting events, so that we show our support and our presence to the youth in our community. And they can see that St. Patrick's is a place that welcomes youth and invites them in, not just on Sunday nights, but in everything we do, and has many opportunities for them. So I'd love to see youth group expand into that. Right now, to be honest, it's Sunday nights and an occasional field trip. Like, we've gone we've had paintballing where you shoot at each other, things, and laser tag nights, right, and stuff like that. So, we're trying to build a community that will reach out to the community, which is, kind of a goal for the church, right? Gather, connect, serve, and go out. And we want to youth group to honestly be the center of that. And so junior youth group, which is 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, they do kind of the same things youth group does on a monthly basis rather than a weekly basis. And so same pillars, right? Same activities. It's just on a monthly basis rather than a weekly like youth group. And so, like, again, youth group, I know, and we're not alone. A lot of churches are struggling with kids coming to youth group because their schedules are so crazy. So that's why I'm taking the time in this video, because it isn't kids who are drawn to youth group. It's their parents who have to drive them, right? It's the parents' decision on whether that kid gets to go to youth group or not, because you're the one driving them. Even if that kid says, hey, I want to go to youth group, if you can't drive them or you're not willing to take them, they're not going to get there. And so it's the parents who I need, really the big support of youth group in our parish, in our church, so that we can get more kids there. Because the honest truth is, we have over 500 teenagers in our church from the ages of 14 to 18, over 500. Where are they? What are they doing? How can we get them to come to youth group when we have about 15 to 20 coming every Sunday, where we definitely really want that number to increase? How do we do that? Right? It's by personal contact. It's by parents saying, hey, let me take you to youth group tonight. You want to try it out? Like, I'll drop you off and pick you up, and things like that. So I want to encourage you to come to youth group. It is a really great time. We have a phenomenal core team that helps out with it. Their hearts are truly passionate about the youth and building relationships with them and helping them grow in their faith. I'm so proud of our core volunteers that help out with youth group. They're an amazing group of people whose faith is super strong and have a super heart for the youth. So again, I can't talk enough about them and their involvement in youth group. So please, if you're a teen listening to this video, amazing that you're listening to this video. But if you're a parent of a teen listening to this video, or you're the grandparent of a teen listening to this video, like, encourage them to come to youth group and see what it's all about. It's not as bad as they think it is. It's actually pretty great. So please try out youth group, or invite, encourage someone to come, or invite someone to come to youth group, because it is a great space and we work really hard to make it something that's impactful and meaningful. And so I thank you very much for listening to that. I really hope you take it to heart and pray about it, and we can change the youth of our community through youth group and their participation in our church. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Now it's announcement time. Pay attention. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. There's a lot of stuff going on. So this bulletin, this coming up Sunday, man, it's one you're going to want to scoop up, because it's a 12-page bulletin. I don't know if you've noticed that, but once a month we do a super duper bulletin. This is one of them. It's got everything you need. It's like a keeper, hanging on the fridge, keep it on the kitchen island, whatever, and just have it there for the whole month of March, because there's a lot going on and it's all in that bulletin. So please grab one this weekend and take it home and kind of keep it with you the whole month of March. Just some big events that are coming up to remember. Ash Wednesdays is coming Wednesday. We have 4 masses at St. Patrick's. Guess what? The Mass times are in that big bulletin. Look there. We have a Lenten penance service at our parish this Sunday, 7 p.m. Marsh Drive. But there are penance services throughout Lent, across the deanery in Cumberland, Perry County. And those are all listed in the bulletin, so please check those out. Get to penance during Lent. It's a good time to go. We got 40 hours coming up, March 9th and 11th. Father Matthew Morelli, he's a friend of the parish. He was here this summer as a seminarian. Really, he'll be really good. He's a good guy. We have St. Patrick's Vespers coming up on the 16th, Sunday the 16th, 7 p.m. here. I think 7 p.m. I think it's 7 p.m. Maybe 6:30. Check the bulletin that you're going to hang on to. Like, that's where the time is. We have a beautiful sung Vespers, and then we have a little party afterwards because it's Sunday and we can party on Sunday. So we'll have that. March 15th, the day before that, is the big gala for the school. It's going to be a blowout, awesome event. You need to come. It's a huge fundraiser for the school, but it's also going to be a fun time. Just gather as a parish and as a school community and have a great time, having some fun and raising some money for the school. You know, fundraising is key to our school. Income like that is key to keeping us on budget and keeping us being able to do the things that we want to do at the school and to continue to make it a strong and good school because it's an awesome school. So that's March 15th, 5 p.m. Again, look in the bulletin for details for that. Soup and Scripture is back in full effect every Friday in Lent, noon in the Parish Activity Center gym. We have some great guest speakers. Bishop Gaynor is one of them. The last two are kind of boring, Father Dozy and me, but, you know, because you listen to us every Sunday. But, you know, we'll put a fun spin on things. But some other good speakers, those noon on Fridays during Lent. So please check that out. Stations of the Cross kicking in, 7 p.m. Shrine Church Fridays. So check those out. So a lot going on in the parish. Please check the bulletin and participate where you can and do what you can to be a great parish and a great family. I love you all. Have a great weekend. God bless.